Hey guys, Burhanmatics here, and this is the first part of the Indices and Surds, in which we are going to look at the laws of indices. So let's get started. So the first law states that two same bases with different powers when are multiplied, so their power will be added. Like suppose if a to power m multiplies with a to power n. So we could write it also as a, and we can add this to m plus n. Their powers could be added. It could be written as like this. And if we write in numbers, so for example, that a is 2, m is 4 multiplied by 2, and n is 5. So this could be also written as 2, 4 plus 5. And when we solve this, so you could also written as 2 to power 9, which is equal to 512. So now let's check it. Does this law works? So for that, we will take this part and just solve as it is. So 2 to power 4 is 16 multiplied by 2 to power 5, 32. Now let's check it and prove it that whether this law is correct or incorrect. So for that, we will take this part of the equation and just solve as it is, and we will not add the powers. So how you will write is 2 to the power 4 is 16 and 2 to the power 5 is 32. So we'll multiply both, and when we multiply, so the answer will come 512. So this answer and this answer, they both are equal. So it means that the law is correct. Always remember that this law is only applicable when the bases are same. Okay, so basis has to be same in this law or it will not work. So now let's talk about the law number 2. So law number 2 states that when the two numbers, two same numbers divide with the different powers, so the powers will be subtracted, like it will be written as a power m minus n. So now let's write this in numbers. So suppose the a is 5, m is 3 divided by 5 to power n is 2 is equal to 5 3 minus 2, which is 5 to power 1. So it will remain as it is 5. Now let's prove this by taking this part of the equation and solving it without subtracting the powers. So we will write is as 5 to power 3 divided by 5 to power 2. Also one thing you remember that we could also write this division in this fraction form. Like we could also write this 5 to power 3 divided by 5 to power 2. This law will be also applicable there too. So now 5 to power 3 is 125 and 5 to power 2 is 25. So now we will divide this both, so the answer will be 5. So these both are again same, so it means that our law has been proved that it is right. Also in this also remember that the basis has to be same or else the law wouldn't work. The powers could be different or same, it doesn't matter for them, but the basis should be same. Law number 3 states that if base A has a power of m and that this term has a whole power of n, then these two powers could be multiplied. Let me write it. So it means that if a power m has a whole power of n, so it could be also written as a m multiplied by n. Like for example, if we write in this in numbers, so 3, so for suppose m is 2 and n is 3, so this could be also written as 3 to multiply by 3, which could be also written as 3 to power 6, and 3 to power 6 is equal to 729. So now let's check that this law correct or incorrect. We will take this expression only and we will not multiply the powers in this. So 3 to power 2 is 9 and 9 to power 3 is 729. So both the answers are same, so it means that this law is also correct. It is valid. So now let's move to law number 4. The law number 4 states that if the two different bases have the same power, that is n, so it could be also written as that the basis whole square power n. In this, it could be also written as ab whole power n. So when if we write it as a number, it could be also written as 2 to power 2 multiplied by 3 to power 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 to power 2. When we solve it further, so it is 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 and 6 to power 2, which is equal to 36. So now let's check it whether this law is correct or incorrect. So 2 to power 2 is 4 multiplied by 3 to power 9, and 4 nines are 36. So yeah, the answers are again coming out to be the same. So it means that the law is correct. Now don't confuse between law 4 and law 1 and 2. Law 1 and 2, the bases had to be same and the powers were different. In law number 4, it is opposite. The bases are different and the powers are same. Law number 5 is very much similar to law number 4. In this it states that if different bases divide with the same power, so it could be also written as the power could be also written as an whole to power n. For suppose if a power n is dividing with b power n, so it could be also written as a upon b whole to power n. So if we write in these numbers, so it could be also written as that 4 4 to power 2 upon 2 to power 2 is equal to 4 upon 2 power 2. So when we solve this, so we can cancel out 2 and 4, it will be 1 and 2. So 2 to power 2 is 4. So now let's check it whether this law is correct or incorrect. So we will take this term and write is at this. So 4 to power 2 is 16 and 2 to power 2 is 4. And when we divide the 16 by 4, so it comes out to be 4. And the both answers are again same, so it means that the law is correct. Also remember in this also that law 4 and law 5 have different bases but the same power, and law 1 and 2 have different powers and same bases. Now law number 6 states that any number power to 0 will be equal to 1. Like for example, a to power 0 is 1. If we write this in numbers, so if we suppose take 5 to power 0 is 1, or if we take 6 to power 0, it will be 1. Any number power to 0 is has to be 1. Like if we take some other number like in negative 10, so it will be also equal to 1. In this also remember one thing, if you're applying power 0 to negative sign also, then the sign will be changed to positive. But if you are applying power only to the number, so the negative sign will remain as it is. So now guys, the law number 7 states that any power to base 1 is will be equal to 1. Like for example, if we write 1 to power 100, so it will be equal to 1, or 1 to power 10 will be also equal to 1. Also, if 1 has a negative power, so then also it will be also equal to be 1. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, so make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also share this video to as many as possible as you can. It will be a great help for me. Thanks for watching.